Here am I in a beautiful part of Chang, the island, in one of the little villages next door to a very pretty school. And here we are at the market pier, the main pier in Chang. This is a long walk down through. Here, unfortunately, due to the pandemic, there are many closed bars, restaurants. On this island, there are dozens upon dozens of closed holiday resorts, hotels, just completely closed up. And if you look in the forest, you can find beautiful resorts that have actually closed down 25 years ago, but are now becoming part of the forest itself. Everything here is kept very much in the way that Thailand seems to be. The electric and the telephone wires are very much prevalent here, literally. But there's lots of natural fruit and vegetables that come direct from the forest. Little doggies are sleeping it out with the chickens running around. This is a bunch of chickens in a complete oasis of waste. Piles of asbestos and rubbish. Another closed bar. A fishing boat that obviously went out years ago. You can see by the rubbish in front of it that this fishing boat hasn't been out on the water for a long time. A little pussycat wanting to learn how to ride a scooter. Spotless dustbins waiting to be collected in amongst an array of rubbish. I was speaking to a hotel restaurant owner this morning, and he said that he was officially closed for 2 years, and in that 2 years the government did not pay any compensation. This was a very nice resort and a very nice family, Thai, and he said they only managed just to struggle through. They lost almost everything, and then they were given permission to reopen their business. We're now just about to start walking onto the pier next door to 7-Eleven. And it is so quiet. The pussycats relax. In amongst the closed shops and businesses. And now we start to go onto the pier. A few years ago, this was a bustling marketplace with thousands upon thousands of tourists. And then, of course, the pandemic. Just like many places across the world, they're living in hope that they will regain that they lost in the years of the pandemic, COVID-19. Business after business here closed up, and those that are here are still struggling to survive. Aquariums are once filled with fish, completely empty. Lazy hour, and not a single lazy person. Advertising seafood in a closed restaurant. This pier goes on for hundreds hundreds of meters. Here, as we come onto the open part of the pier, we can see dozens upon dozens of boats which were once taking tourists for diving and excursions right around the islands. Now, very few move from their positions. Yes, it is beautiful, but just imagine what we've done to our planet. When you look down into the water here, it's dead, completely dead. And these fantastic boats simply sit and wait for the tourists to one day return. Beautiful resorts and holiday villages, and many of them I've looked right at today, closed. This one here, beautiful, and not a soul on the beaches. And inside the boat itself, everything is just waiting. You get up to the boat and you just look inside and you feel for these people. A big investment, but no one to help you pay for that investment. The life jackets simply wait. Birds nesting in the roofs. And here in the distance is the resort I visited yesterday that has been derelict for over 10 years. The resort of the cruise liner in the forest, now completely occupied by the lizards and the monkeys. But how beautiful, how tranquil and surreal, with the islands, and you're in the middle of the sea between Thailand and Cambodia. How long can someone substantiate having no trade? How long can someone go on telling the bank or the person or companies that have lent them the money. I'm sorry, but I have no business. And these boats are beautiful and special. And when you look inside, there is no coffee behind the bar, no drink, no entertainment, just one syllable of the English language. Waiting. Simply waiting. Well, there we are. And there is more resorts there in front that I visited, and no one. Here I see one of the boats coming back, which is probably one of the boats that may be operating to pick up the few customers that are about, that do want to do what people did a few years back. And here she is. And I can see at least 30 tourists on this boat. But I remember the last time I was here, you could hardly get a ride because they were simply out all of the time. Well, that's the end of my visit to this pier. And as I say, I feel very much for the people. But before I finish, I'm going to go up to the top of this lighthouse and to show you the last view. Well, first things first, the reason you can go up this lighthouse, because one, the doors have been broken off, and two, it's the pier's garbage junk heap. Let me take you up and show you around. Up you go onto a staircase that is just about possible to walk on, and is moving underneath me. But I'm still going to get to the top. Completely unbelievable. They want trade. This is what greets you at the top. How is it possible? The doors are broken off. The garbage lays on the floor. And around you is the beauty of nature. The two Western tourists I saw earlier on enjoy a ray of pure hope. Well, there we are from the top of this lighthouse, and I'll leave you with the beautiful pictures of these boats. But please don't forget that why is it not the fact that somebody would just not move the rubbish that lay here for months upon months? If they want the Western tourists to come, or tourists from anywhere around the world, you need to clean around your doorstep. We have a saying in Europe: if he around his own door swept, the city would be clean. Well, here we are, going back onto the mainland. This, believe it or not, is a fridge. Obviously deposited here for collection some years ago, as the rusting metal is now part of the pier itself. A beautiful little restaurant here. Very beautiful. Closed, but very beautiful. And of course, officially closed. Sorry, closed. Thank you. These buildings here have all, over the years, fallen into the sea below. Of course, there are the beautiful women. I dare not walk on this ground. Well, that almost finishes our tour of this pier area. Just to finish it off, a couple of smart dogs that are relaxing. Hello, how are you?